The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome again. We are live here at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. Yeah, baby. And it is rocking down here. Kayleen, is it rocking down here? It's rocking down here. We are having a great time here at the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. And we're going to have some fun for you today because we've got Natasha Barber stopping over. Talk to her about everything she's got going on. Plus, of course, she'll be on that Poker Night in America show. It's going to be taped down here, the all-ladies cash game, first ever in the history of poker and or televised poker. And, of course, it was my idea. Seriously. We hatched it on my show on KLAV. We're going to have Natasha on, and then we're going to get shortly here, as soon as I can get her in on the Skype, Lynn Bennett's going to join us. Of course, Lynn, writer for Poker Pro Magazine. She's done so much, and she's hanging out up there in Canada. We got another Canadian. We love to find the Canadians. It's a lot of fun. But as soon as we get Lynn available on the show, she's going to call in here too. Looks like an all redhead edition. I should get Zach Keller over here and we're all good. But we are having a blast here down here covering this event. An interesting couple of days going on here right now. A little light. Yeah, there's my notes right there. The big sheet. See it? There it is. Little light in the main event category, as right now we are in the midst of flight. Technically, it's day 1E of flight or event number 9. The deeper stack, no limit hold'em re-entry event going on right now. $570 buy-in. That is a $500,000 guaranteed tournament. Second $500,000 guarantee of this series. Guarantee was crushed here in flight day 1E is the technical term for this, according to our sheet. Still one flight to go. If you want to come down and play at 6 p.m. tonight here at Seminole Hard Rock, day 1F is going to kick off. So we are looking forward to having that rolling as well. So from yesterday's play, we did have a couple of flights in this thing. Day 1C and 1D, which I got to cover 1D on the blog last night, and we will give you what happened there. Give me 1 second. We'll pull those chips up for you. And I'm looking at D. Let's get down to C here. Okay, so flight 1C. That one had 212 entries, 45 players advancing in that flight. Leader out of that one, Dominique Mosley out of Miami, Florida, picked up 250,000 chips. Followed by Mina Aklidois out of West Palm Beach, Florida. She had 243.5. Jonathan Gold at 230. Tuan Vu at 222. And Oleg Wayman out of Brooklyn, New York at 200. Only ones to crack 200 in that flight yesterday. Of course, we did have a 300,000 chip in flight 1B. But yesterday's evening flight, very interesting flight. 49 players entered that one, and left from that one, and it was pretty interesting because we had a lot of players dead even in this thing. I mean, honest to God, I'm trying. One of the things I have to do for the blog at shrpo.com is got to do a little post for whoever the chip leader is and a couple of the top stacks as you're getting close to the end of the night. But it was almost indistinguishable for most of the evening. I literally had about 18 to 20 players that I was keeping an eye on. Get their pictures and all that for the site because it was just that close. David Hickson ends up pulling away a little bit and gets on the big board. David from Hollywood, Florida, goes for 208.5. Svai Sudai, who has a cute little turtle for himself, from Pembroke Pines, Florida, 169.5. Brian Morton at 162. Danny Diane doesn't like to be photographed, but she does look cute in that Yankees hat, 160. And Stephen Olick at 155. And the person who would be the chip leader, if she was here right now, no question about it. See, look, she gets me so excited my voice cracks. Lynn Bennett, everybody.
What's going on, Marky?
Hey, baby, how are you?
I'm okay. Overcoming sickness, So if I mute the microphone, it's just so I don't cough.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
You have any snow?
Just a little.
Just a little?
Smart ass.
Sorry.
It's all right.
How much did you get?
In total, in the past week, I would say 5 feet.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah. But it's, and I'm not going to do the conversions because it just takes me too long. So it's 4 degrees right now. And it's going to go down to -2 overnight. So it's going to be just sheer ice.
Oh, good for you.
Isn't it awesome? Yeah.
Well, see, that would be a night for you, me, and some s'mores.
That, or we could just go off-roading in the Jeep.
Yeah, or you could come down to Florida.
Oh, stop.
That wouldn't be bad.
Stop. It's so tempting. I know so many people that just got back. What am I doing?
Yep, so one flight away, Lynn. Just keep it in mind. One flight away.
Do you know how cheap it is to fly from Toronto to Miami?
No, how?
You get flights for $100, $129.
Why aren't you here with me then?
Responsibilities. It sucks.
I know, but bag them for a couple of days.
I know. Responsibilities suck.
Oh, you know we got a $2 million guarantee event coming up here next week.
Seriously?
Yeah, $2 million.
Well, I'm actually trying to win one of those seats on Party Poker because that's what I'm stuck with, online poker, especially in the winter.
Yeah.
But then there's Fallsview or Borgata that you can choose from right now. Generally, Borgata is a little bit warmer, and if you go in the spring, it's nice. But do you remember when you've read this article? I paid $9 and I won my 13,500 seat WPT, and I didn't sell it, and I was an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay. This time around, I'm smarter. Okay. If I only knew then what I know now, I would have been $9,793 richer.
Wow.
Exactly. But if Fallsview sells out like it did last year, I'm going to be one of those people that would sell my seat for more money. I admit it.
Oh,
I would.
There you go. Nothing wrong with
I
that.
would.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
I know. I'm so done chasing the dream. Now I'm stuck in reality.
Oh.
That's bank. You know what? It was stupid of me back then because I didn't think in terms of, do you know how much poker I can play with that much money?
Right.
Right? Especially the lines that I play, like 5-10. That's a really good bankroll.
Yeah.
But I was stupid and a dreamer, and I thought I would feel like a sellout driving home. And I should have. I should have done it. Absolutely. You always have to think about how much profit you can make, even if it only costs you a few bucks. You have to think that way.
Yeah, I've got a seat for a PCA event, the kickoff event down there. That's a debate I've had mentally once or twice.
Yeah,
but I want to go to the Bahamas.
I think it's different for you because PCA, the whole experience and work, it's an opportunity for you to do really great work and have some fun, and those opportunities don't come along very often. So
that is good.
In your shoes, you should play it.
Okay. That's what I was planning to do. So
I'll be the sellout for both of us, Mark. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, I'll sell it.
No, that's all right, Lynn. Well, Lynn, what's been going on with you lately? I haven't gotten to talk to you for a little bit, and I miss you terribly.
Oh, I miss you too. What's going on? I kind of took a break and I ventured over to the social gaming side of things.
Okay.
And I learned a lot, but it's not for me. I'm real money, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a lot with, Facebook and social media and marketing. And so it was smart for me to do it because I learned so much from it. I mean, the inner workings and things that if you don't have some comprehension of what's going on today, then there's a lot of things that you can't really achieve to the fullest. I mean, even being a writer, having to switch everything from articles to blog it's not easy.
Yeah.
So making the switch to social gaming, I learned a lot, and I got to check out some conferences and some pretty good paying jobs. But yeah, I miss poker. I missed it for like a couple of years, and it was course, it was after Black Friday, and it was hard to get paying gigs, and it's still not easy here.
No.
It's not easy.
No, it's not. Trust me. It's not.
Yeah, you feel me?
Oh, I feel you. All right.
You feel me, all right.
You betcha.
It's tough, right? Yeah.
Well, you got to be excited. We're going to have Natasha Barber over here in just a minute with Poker Night in America, as we're going to have the first all-ladies cash game coming up here, being taped on December 2nd, I believe is the taping date for that show. That is awesome, isn't it?
All ladies cash table.
All ladies cash table.
Is it like one table, or are they going to run a few?
No, one table. One table. 5K buy-in on that. So, should be.
Hang on, Mark. You got to give me 1 second. Oh, no ace, no ace, no ace, no ace, no ace.
Lynn is playing in a tournament right now. Lynn is flipping out.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. Again. This woman is my arch nemesis on Poker Stars. I'm really sorry. She sucks out every single time.
Would you like to give her name on the air?
Her screen name is Roxy for You 5. She knows it, man. I called her out numerous times. I can't win, and of course, runner straight on the board.
I personally found that anyone named Roxy causes trouble. Have you noticed that?
You know what? She's very, very lucky, and it really bothers me because I'm not.
I'm sorry.
And that's why I dislike her. I don't dislike her as a player. I mean, she makes mediocre calls. Her calls are never as good as mine, mind you.
Of course not. No.
I'm always ahead. Always ahead.
Oh, God.
So let's talk about Playground Poker and Ellen.
Oh, yeah, you guys have that little gig going on up there. What's happening with Playground?
Crazy. Well, my pick, I just finished writing my article last night, but I was too tired, so I didn't post it. Of course, my pick is Mike Lee.
Oh,
Crazy. And you know what? You know how a lot of the times you'll see that it's just some guy running good, or girl, woman running. She's just running well. He's running well. But with Mike, no, it's his game.
Absolutely.
It's like spot on. It's one of those years. Last year he was doing really well, but yeah, he's my pick for sure.
Yeah, Mike Lee certainly is just turning out to, be finally established in the world as one of the best out there. He is. I mean, there's a lot of people online have known that forever, but now that he's really blasting out in the live scene, he's been doing great. Now, of course, was down here for the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open, came in second to Dan Coleman, and had that fantastic run in that main event. The guy just keeps on winning. That's all you can do.
Your poker tournaments that you were hosting on Poker Stars, are you still hosting those?
Not right now, because I'm doing some other stuff.
Well, me and Mike had a last longer bet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
Don't tell anybody. I lost, but I tried to pull a quick one on him yesterday and tell him that I'll let him get off cheap for losing the bet if he brings me home some Schwartzes. He didn't forget, but maybe he might courier some Schwartzes up.
There you go.
You've been to Montreal, Mark?
Yeah, I was up there. I was at the VIP club a couple years ago when it originally opened.
Yeah.
Covered that. So.
Did you go to Schwartzes?
No, I did not. I never. I went hotel casino.
Okay, next time, because there'll be a next time where we both end up landing, I will take you to Schwartz's.
Awesome.
Best smoked meat you're ever going to have in your life, and you can actually buy it in the grocery store, so I've been making it at home. That's why I'm bragging about it.
Oh, okay.
Like Celine Dion and all celebrities it's all celebrities all over the world. It's legendary. And you open the door and the smell hits you. You know that kind of a restaurant that you're home.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's really, really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, we have the Council Oaks Steakhouse down here in the Hard Rock, and I'll tell you what, you walk by the Council Oaks Steakhouse and you just the drool starts going down your chin. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Smell. You know what I have here? Nothing.
Bologna and cheese? Yeah.
I have absolutely nothing. I have one stoplight in this little town now.
Oh, they got rid of the second one?
Yeah, there never was a second one.
Oh,
crazy. Yeah, I have to wait until I drive to the city to get some good food.
I'm so sorry, Lynn. And
that's okay.
And you're snowbound right now, which is really bad.
Oh, it's so bad. It's usually not until January. Like January, that's when you see me complaining.
Right.
I mean, every January you go on my Facebook feed, all you hear is bitching and complaining.
Right.
Not in November.
Which is why don't you move? Why don't you move?
I think if I move, I think I'm gonna have to go to the West Coast.
Well, come to Vegas.
I can't live in Vegas.
But I'm there. Isn't that enough?
It would be enough if Vegas wasn't so Vegas.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
mean, I love Vegas, you love going there, but I definitely don't think I could live there. I'm a country girl now. I love the peace and quiet.
I got you. I got you. Well, players are now on break here in flight.
Go and grab yourself one.
I'm sorry.
Go and grab a player.
Yeah, Natasha Barber is gonna come over here in a little bit,
Nice.
either before or after. I'm guessing, or beginning or end, I should say. I'm guessing end. That'd probably be a good idea for her. But yeah, we're gonna talk to Natasha in a little bit. But they are on break here in event 9E flight. 6 flights going on. Of course, got one more coming up later today. They have hit this guarantee on this one, a $500,000 guarantee secondary event. The second $500,000 guarantee in this series. And it is crushed with one flight to go. That is great news down here. So they just keep it on rolling here at Seminole Hard Rock. Very good. So Lynn, what else is going on with you? You've been keeping an eye on things. What's anything standing out to you lately in the poker world?
Well, except for the drama going on over at Playground.
Yeah, we talked about that with Kelly and Al Can't Hang yesterday. Certainly an interesting situation. You have any other inside information on that, on what was going on over there?
Playground's a really nice club. It's beautiful. The girls are really super cute, and that's nice. And they comp their food and they comp drinks, and they do things that might be even a little bit old school Vegas that don't get done anymore. And then they make those trips special. But it's cold in Canada right now, and it's expensive for poker players to travel to Canada. The flights aren't cheap. It's not like flying within the US, and it's expensive flights. So they're dishing out all this money to come to Canada. I think that the rate is too high, and Alan is one of those players that he speaks out.
Hey.
And he may not be the most easiest person to keep happy, but is he wrong? He's just not easy to deal with. And I like Alan. I support him. And, and now Playground is recently, they just came out with another, they emailed him and made him an offer.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Hey, I got to Lynn, I got to interrupt you for just a second because Natasha Barber is now here. So I'll get you back on the line in just a second. Natasha, what's up?
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very happy here. Slide over here a little bit. I got to get you on camera. I mean, everybody's dying to see you.
Hello.
So how's it going today? I saw you were a little upset that somebody else made bag chips and you haven't yet.
Oh, that's a friend of mine from Sarasota.
Yeah.
I just mess with people.
Calling them out, huh?
Yep.
So how's it going for you today so far?
I'm back to starting stack. It's been very stringy, but hopefully I'll back tonight.
This has been a very interesting tournament. I mean, the opening event, a lot of wild play, but yeah, like the last couple of flights that I've seen hasn't been too crazy. What's your feel for what's happening to your
It's
table?
been insane.
For yours been nuts? Good.
Oh yeah, every table I've been at has been completely insane.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, that's really good. It's fun. People are not playing super nitty, which is great too. It's more fun for poker. You don't want to have everybody folding every hand. So.
Yeah, very true.
People are having a good time actually.
Well, speaking of good times, you're going to be on Poker Night in America.
Yes.
How awesome is that?
I'm so excited.
What does that mean to you in your career to have a shot to play on a nationally televised show?
Well, let's just say for 10 years, I've watched poker shows, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I'll ever be on one. Being on TV, it's pretty cool. We're going to be on TV for 4 weeks straight or 4 episodes, so it's pretty cool. And playing with Vanessa Selves for 9 hours should be interesting as well.
Yeah.
And I know most of the girls on the show, so it'll be fun. It'll be actually a lot of fun.
Of course, it's really poker history too. The first televised all ladies cash game.
So excited.
I mean, how incredible is that to be a part of it?
It's incredible that you already got 10 girls to actually commit to this and play 25-50, which is pretty high. And we're all gonna have a good time. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good show.
Are you a little? Do you play that high?
No, I usually play 5-10. I mean, I can play up to 5-10, 5-10-20 maybe, but I've never played 25-50 before. But I'm more of a tournament player, so I'm getting coached in cash games right now by some really good cash game players, so it'll be okay.
Yeah, well, it's going to be awesome to be
Most
part of the table.
Most table is tournament players. All the girls at the tables are tournament players, so I mean, we're all gonna have a good time, and hopefully win some money.
Are you ganging up on Vanessa? Is that the game plan?
No.
Just get her off the table. No?
No. Actually, I think we're playing paintball the first night, and I think that's going to decide where we're going to be sitting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, you're playing paintball?
Yes. They're bringing us to a paintball place, and I think the winners get to pick who they want on their left. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, that's an interesting way to do
Yes, I have to win.
it. That is a huge advantage going into the table, kids.
Yes.
The paintball war for Poker Night in America. Your story is so fascinating, by the way, and how you got into poker. And tell everybody a little bit about when you first started playing. What was going on in your life? Because it's an amazing tale.
Well, I moved to the U.S. for school, actually. I wanted to go to medical school, so I started with the University of South Florida. And I moved here, and my dad was supposed to pay for it, and I didn't really know my dad, but that was my only shot at college, basically. So my first tuition was due, it was $10,000. It's international tuition, so every year is $30K plus expenses. And you're not allowed to work. I'm not American. So my tuition was due 10 days later, and my dad's like, well, you're just going back home. And I was like, oh no, that was my only shot at college, basically. So I had $600 in my pocket. I remember I went to the casino. I knew how to play poker, with my grandmother, but I had never played for money before. And I started grinding 1-2 limit and 2-4 limit. And I stayed there all night, every night, for 10 days. Then I played a ladies tournament, my first tournament ever. I won it for I think it was $8,700. And that was it. I never quit after that.
That's unreal. No, wait.
Yeah.
So you had never played for cash before, and you
Nope.
ran $600 up to enough to pay your tuition.
For 4 years, yeah.
That's unbelievable. Wow. I'm just, we bow to you. We bow to you. And of course, you won a World Series of Poker circuit ring. One of the few women that was, that's done that. What was that like? Kind of making a little bit of history with that victory.
I went to Iowa, so that was
Yeah,
already
that's the
history.
place where dreams go to die over there in Iowa.
Yeah, so I don't know. I was really scared the first time I played a tournament, and then that was one of my first tournaments also. So
Really?
Yeah.
Now you're just making everybody sick. No, but of course, it's been a skyrocketing career for you so far. We're looking forward to seeing how well you do here today and the rest of the series. Maybe bring home this main event with that $2 million guarantee.
I'm very excited about the main event. So for people listening, you should all come play it. It's a great structure, great tournament, and $2 million guarantee. So.
Yeah. And you want to give a shout out to the Poker Joker guys?
Yes. Hi, Mark.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all tuning in. I put up a tweet and everybody went crazy.
Are
So
they?
yeah.
I love all of them. It's a great crew. They have great closing, and it's a great team. They're very supportive.
Yeah. Well,
It's nice to have support constantly from people most of them I've never met in my life.
You don't want to either. They're nuts.
Do I what?
You don't want to meet them either. They're crazy.
I
No,
met
they're
some of
great
them, and they're all
guys.
great
I know. I
guys.
love them. It's all good. Well, I'll let you get back to
Thank
your break
you.
here. Natasha, thanks for stopping by. Good luck in the rest of the way and on Poker Night in America.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
See ya.
Thanks for stopping by. You can just throw them wherever you want. Doesn't matter.
All right, see ya.
See ya. Thank you. Natasha Barber stopping by. Of course, we'll see her on Poker Night in America. And if you want to come down and see her and all the rest of the great players here at Seminole Hard Rock, we've got them covered. Just get on down here to Hollywood, Florida. Oh, boy. All right. So I want to thank Natasha for stopping by. And we'll get Lynn back on the line here. Didn't want to lose Lynn. We'll try to reach her back. If not, we'll hit the commercial break here on the show. And we'll check out some more other poker news going on. Trying to reach her. Doesn't look like I'll get her back after the break. All right, so let's step back. We'll take a commercial break, and we will be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open here in Hollywood, Florida. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
PokerShop.com. PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends. We supply everything else. Live it. Love it. PokerShop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit BlindSquirrelApparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with the $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the poker room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Yes, that is me. There's no escaping me in the poker world. You can't go anywhere without seeing or hearing Mark Hoke. It's pretty sick, it's sad, it's demented, but it's kind of cool. Thanks for being with us. We're live here at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. Event 9 currently going off with E-Flight. Have we determined, Kayleen, of course, doing one of the bloggers here on our superstar team. It's like an all-star blogging team down here. I'm kind of pulling down the curve, but I do all right. Have we officially determined what the terminology is for these flights? Because here's my issue last night. Because I listed on our little sheet here. We got the little sheet, right? It's beautiful. Okay, it says we got 9, and then it says day 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, and 1F. So I put 1D in there last night, and then I was informed I have to put 9D, which I don't know. I'm kind of befuddled a little bit. What are we officially going with on this? Okay, so you're going no number. Jeez. Oh my God! Everybody's doing something different. Unbelievable. Hey, I've got a special guest here, by the way. I got to get this guy is just such a great American and a wonderful human being. And I am thrilled to have Eric Harkins on the show. If you want to throw those headphones on, Eric. Eric, good to talk to you. You know, everybody knows who you are, but they don't know who you are. You know what I mean?
I'm the man. I'm the faceless man. That's what I am.
You are, because you are doing all the photography, the good photography, not like my crappy photography, for all these Seminole Hard Rock events plus many others across the country. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to be doing what you're doing. What's a typical day? Because it's brutal, I will add. You got to move in that mic a little bit there.
Typical day starts usually early in the morning for us at this location, because we're framing all these champions photos from the night before. So we start off usually 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, matting and framing these nice, beautiful pieces that Hard Rock has given to every one of the champions, which is a really unique trophy and kind of a co-collaboration we came up with them. And they like it so much, they did it back at the Hard Rock Poker Open. They're doing it for this event, and they'll be doing it for guaranteed the next 2 events as well. So, yeah.
Your day is the worst out of everybody's.
No.
I mean, dude, you're going 9 in the morning until 3 a.m.
No, not me.
Yeah, you. Yeah, you. You are everywhere in here.
Sleep is a waste of time, sir.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough.
While you're making money. Yeah. So when you take us through a day, you start, you said you start off, you do your framing and everything. What is it like going through the rest of the day up until you get out of here about 2 or 3 o'clock?
At times, very complicated, especially with these magnanimous events like Hard Rock puts on, where you've got multiple events happening at once, final tables, you got a sea of people out here. It's one of those things you really have to stay focused on and keep everything organized. Otherwise, you run into issues with having the wrong people in the wrong events, and when folks want to find their pictures, it's impossible. So, we start with the event. We let them build up some chip stacks because everybody likes to have chips in front of them.
Of course.
And then make a pass through the field, and then as they get more chips, we make another pass. So usually 2 passes through each field a day, and then final tables, of course, which are the big important things. So everybody loves a final table.
That is, how many pictures do you take in a day? Give me an estimate.
In a day, probably about 4,000.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's an average day. Now we get out to the World Series, and you're looking at 10 to 15,000 a day easily.
Jesus.
So just depending on the size of the fields.
Thank God you're not using film anymore.
We actually started with film.
Yeah.
Odd you should bring that up. We started back in 2000 with film, and every night we'd have to take the stuff and run it to a photo lab overnight, and everybody got stuffed envelopes with 4x6 proofs in it, and it was not only a lot tougher time-wise, but it was a lot tougher in terms of keeping things organized and figuring out who in the world was who.
I can't imagine. Using index cards and Post-it notes. And
pretty much, and then we didn't have access to the table and seat records, so you had to learn everybody's
really?
names. Yep.
Oh my God!
And people would come up to you the next day and say, "Where's my pictures?" And you'd have to say, "What were you wearing?"
What were you wearing? Excuse me, what are you wearing?
Not like that.
No, okay, just checking. I wanted to take a second and show off your work because and I insisted you grab one because I want to tell you that your work is absolutely phenomenal.
Well, thank you.
I mean, the pictures you take are magnificent, and then when you guys do your framing and everything, it's just some of the most top-notch work I've seen, and I wanted to give everybody a chance to see what you got. So we brought one of them over here. We'll hold this up. I mean, look at this, guys. This is Angel Vu's championship plaque here. Got a beautiful picture. Wow, nice backdrop, everything. That's great. You got the name, event, everything on there as well. The event symbol. The whole works. I mean, this is just spectacular. It really is.
We go weeks back and forth with the Hard Rock to design these things, and then ultimately it just comes down to getting the right shot of the player and getting it in there. So, we love it. It's a unique idea, and most of the players are telling us they like it better than the trophies. So.
Oh yeah, I'd love to have one of these up there. I was close.
Yeah, you were.
But I totally blew it.
No.
No, I did. I totally blew it. I and Nick Eunice, I know you're in the house. You've been playing a few tournaments. I want you now. Somebody get it. I'll play just for $5, just for pride.
I see a total heads-up match. I'll photograph it.
You got it.
Winner gets a frame.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna find Nick.
All right.
He's flying around somewhere. I know. Well, that's awesome. Hey, of course, these you have, of course, not just those, but there's all sorts of different options for the players if they want to come pick up, something with their picture on it. Tell everybody a little bit about what they need to do and what's available to them if they want to grab something.
Well, there are cards at the booth they can get, and also on the blog there's a link posted that takes them to our sales website. That's pretty much just straight prints mailed to you.
There's not a girl that he won't bang. There he is. He's Al Can't Hang off camera. Al off camera doing a little boogie dance over there.
Yeah, you missed it. It was priceless.
Thank God you missed it, everybody.
Yeah. And then at the websites at the booth is where we do all the customization. So here on site, players can come over, multiple pictures and collages. We can do other custom framework. Everything's turned around overnight or on the spot. Prints with the logos, text. It's very popular and great in terms of gifts and things to hang and mementos for offices, game rooms, all that kind of stuff. So I can't tell you how many walls, how many game rooms we have decorated over the years, just doing this kind of thing. So it's a pretty amazing feat.
So Eric, if anybody might be interested in your services, no matter where they are in the country or the world, thanks to our international audience, where do they reach you?
Easiest way is email. It's eric@impdi.com.
And what's the website?
Website is www.impdi.com.
All right, great. So, guys, if you're here at the tournament right now, come on over and see Eric. He's just outside in the lobby. You can check out your pictures and get something really cool done. A fantastic memento, quality work, and one of the best photographers in poker history. Actually, you've been around for a while, so
I have. I've got 10 years with the WSOP and prior years with the World Poker Open with Jack Binion and worldwide. So we've done a lot.
no, you do. I mean, the work is amazing, and wish you all the best. And go get some pictures from this guy. Do it now.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping over, Eric. Appreciate it. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
No, not so bad at all.
See, I take care of my guests.
Yes, you do. You make it easy.
I do. I do the work so you don't have to. Eric Harkin stopping by, everybody. The photographer here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood Rock and Roll Poker Open. And that is some great stuff. He is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Actually, I think I've got a couple of his pictures of me up on the site on our Facebook page, Mark Hoke Show, there as well. So pretty nice. Now I'm going to call Lynn Bennett back. We'll trying to reach back out to Lynn because we were talking about Alan Kessler again, and we want to give Lynn a chance to continue to go off. So we'll get her back on the show here in just a second, hopefully. We'll keep calling that Skype line. We'll see if we get Lynn. No, we didn't get Lynn. We'll keep trying. I'm sure she'll call me back. But yeah, so pretty cool stuff there. By the way, a couple of superstars in the house last night. Jamie Gold, main event champ of 2006, has advanced last night in Flight D. And actually, Jamie, it was kind of funny. Jamie was struggling for a while, and then all of a sudden, barreled up to over 100,000 chips. We have Bob Bonara in the house, too. Of course, former November Niner, 2011, the Belizean, I don't even know which way you go with that. Belizean businessman coming up here, and of course makes residence here in Florida, and had a solid run last night. He might have forfeited his stack though. I know that he had chips at the end of the night, but of course one of the things that you do have the option to do, you can either forfeit your stack right before the break and start over, or you can forfeit your stack at the end and come back and play another flight. So I didn't see Bob's name on the list there, but it's either there and I missed it, or Bob decided to give it another shot today. But a lot of great poker players in the house. It's been an exciting series, and of course we're building towards the rest of this this main event coming up here starting on Friday the 28th. We have the $2 million guaranteed event, day 1A and 1B, kicking off Friday and Saturday, and then, of course, that'll be going all the way through December 3rd. I'm going home on December 3rd. I'm going to miss the last day. I'm already missing my daughter's birthday with working with the Poker Night in America team, but we're pretty excited to see this $2 million guarantee going off. Some of the other events that are going to be happening over the rest of the series, and it's hard to believe we don't have actually that many events in the main part of the series coming up. Sunday, tomorrow, we got a Black Chip Bounty No Limit Hold'em re-entry for $250. That's a $25,000 guaranteed event. Also on Sunday, day one of an $1,100 buy-in, No Limit Hold'em re-entry, $75K guaranteed on that one. On Monday, we've got an Omaha 8 tournament, 2-day event, $300 buy-in on that. Tuesday, November 25th, the Big Stack No Limit Hold'em freeze out, so no re-entry. That's good news. But a freeze out tournament, $350 on that, starting on Tuesday. And of course, Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday is all satellite day. Thursday, there's some side events, and we'll get that all squared up. I'm just worried the whole blog team and Eric just walked away, and I'm not there. Friday, holiday deep stack no limit hold'em re-entry, $250 buy-in, along with that main event going on. Then, of course, following that, we do have some events on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, coinciding with the main. Sunday is a Big Stack Turbo No Limit Hold'em re-entry for $200, $20,000 guarantee on that. Also on Sunday, we've got day one of a Purple Chip Bounty No Limit Hold'em, $1,650 buy-in on that. So the boys bust out of the main. You got another nice tournament for you to play. Then Sunday also starting off, we got a $150 buy-in, No Limit Hold'em re-entry, $50,000 guarantee. And Monday has a Deep Stack Black Chip Bounty No Limit Hold'em, $300 re-entry tournament with a $30,000 guarantee. Now I'm going to throw one other item out here for you. Tuesday and Wednesday. Now we do have some other, a lot of the championship qualifiers going on here over the next few days, along with a couple of secondary events. But Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, and I want you to think about this for 1 second. Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving. 385 buy-ins, 20 seats guaranteed, 1 in 10 championship qualifiers. 20 seats are guaranteed. This is with one the day before Thanksgiving. 20-seat guarantee. If you're anywhere near here, you better get your butt down here because, I mean, if I wasn't getting paid to cover this event, I would probably be hopping into that myself because that is a hell of an opportunity. But keep that in mind if you're thinking about coming down here to the Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood for the Rock and Roll Poker Open, because that is going to be an amazing day, couple of days on those qualifiers. All right. So once again, we are live here, Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. I'm going to try and call in one more time. I felt so bad we lost it there. She may have had to disappear too, but Lynn Bennett joining us on the show. Very happy to have her, and Natasha Barber stopping over as well, and Eric Harkins there. And Eric's got some stories, by the way. You want to hear some stories? Eric's been around for a long time, a long time. So he's seen quite a bit in the poker world. Let's just put it that way, quite a bit. All right, let's see. So what else do we have going on here right now? There are a couple other events going on in poker at the moment, and let me pull up my news feed here real quick. Of course, one of the big ones, the World Poker Tour, is currently wrapping it up in Nottingham at the Dusk Till Dawn Casino and Poker Facility. And just looking to see, they are still listed at 7 players in that one for the main event. Ben Warrington is your leader at $2.3 million. Manas Symbolis at $1.95. Tamur Kamel at 1.7. Luka Moshida at 1.5. Former November Niner Antoine Saoud at 1.4. Philip Minghall at 680. Patrick Leonard at 500,000. Also, that one saw Sylvain Loosely of another November Niner finishing in 10th place in that event. So that one should be wrapped up later on today. So we'll have a new name on the WPT Champions Cup here in just a little bit. So keep an eye on that one. Also, just a couple of events happening right now. The MSPT Belle of Baton Rouge Day 1A is underway, so that event happening over in Louisiana. You can check that out if you're anywhere in that area, even though Louisiana not far from Florida. Get your butts over here. Also, the 2000pokerstars.net APPT Auckland main event Day 2. That one is rolling on as well, so they're over in New Zealand for that. Let's see, and they are on the final table over there. That one is led by Min Win, who's at $1.6 million and has a massive chip lead right now. Sam Williams, 633, is in second place. And, of course, playing Hollywood events going on in Las Vegas. So that one rolling should be wrapped up so everybody can get out here to Seminole Hard Rock. So a ton of stuff happening in poker, but none more important than what's happening here at the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. All right. So I think we're going to step back, take one more break, and we'll get ready to close the show out here for today. Of course, we're broadcasting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, don't forget on Wednesday, our show on KLAV, 12:30 a.m. and KLAV1230am.com, of course, based out of Las Vegas. Love to have you tune in there. We had Chad Holloway on last week. This week's guest, TBA. So we'll let you know who's going to be on in just a little bit here. But let's take one more break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thank you for being with us down here in Hollywood, Florida. We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our 4th annual Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open, November 13th through December 3rd. Time to go all in. Opening event starts November 13th with a $500,000 guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open Championship begins November 28th through December 3rd with a guaranteed prize pool of $2 million. Final table of the championship will be live streamed by Poker Night in America and aired on CBS Sports. Space is limited. Visit shrpo.com or the poker room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle. Right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way. With all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Sundays on Poker Night in America. PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors, and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, we're back to the final part of the show here. This afternoon's broadcast live from the Seminole Hard Rock Rock and Roll Poker Open. And of course, you want to keep up what's going on with people like Natasha Barber and so many others playing in this series. Check us out. SHRPO.com, Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open.com, at SHRPO on Twitter, hashtag SHRPO. We're watching it all. Got it covered. All right, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to reach Lynn back, so I'm definitely gonna owe her a rain check and maybe some airfare down to Florida. Get her out of Canada for a while. It's freaking freezing up there. Miserable. Well, I'll tell you what. She just Facebook messaged me back. Let me see. I'm going to try it one more time. It's the Recall Lynn Bennett show. So we're going to give her one more shot. See if I can get her on before we wrap this up. By the way, very happy to have you following the show on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show. And boy, I'll tell you, we get the coolest people following this show. And just a great gang of poker players and fans. You know, we absolutely love these people. And, and Natasha finally followed the show. Very happy about that. Let's see. At A Hencheck, Al Hencheck following the show. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. High Mountain Poker, HM Poker Palace is following us. And, of course, we're going to be up in Eugene, Oregon. I'll be doing commentary and live coverage along with my buddy Nate Dowland, co-host on my show on KLAV, at the High Mountain Poker Palace for the two-pair poker tour series coming up there starting August 4th through 14th. A ton of live streams. It's going to be a great time, and we would love to have you come up. And we just got a nice room rate done for you, too. So we'll have more information on that. You can check it out at the number 2pairpoker.net. Wally Mata at Wally My Star. Appreciate the follow there. Chris Williams at I Love Rusty. Yeah, we'll just say look up Chris Williams. Stephen Marcosi at Kid Cozy giving us a follow. Also Scott Wessner at Scott_wins. Thank you very much. Ryan Haft, we did a little player profile on him on SHRPO.com at Chooch Poker. Jackosaurus giving us a follow, and so many more. Everybody that gets on board, well, I'll tell you what, I appreciate every one of our fans. Of course, we're at my 584th show broadcast here on the Mark Hoke Show. We are on pace to hit that sometime, depending. We may, unbelievably, I'm working on one more little gig in December. Can you believe that? And then I got to take some time off. I got to go down to the PCA, play in that tournament that I won the seat in, and so at some point in there, mid to late December, early January, we will hit show number 600. Can you believe that? 600 shows. And, appreciate everybody who's been a part of it. We do appreciate it. But the 600th show coming up here pretty soon on the Mark Hoke Show. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of this. We do appreciate it. Hey, by the way, some footy football going on. I got to mention the FCS going on because some interesting games. I'm crying right now because Penn State lost to Illinois. But, of course, as you know, I'm a North Dakota Stater, and the Bison up 7-0 right now on Youngstown State as they try to wrap up at least a share of the Midwest or the Missouri Valley Conference. They unfortunately lost a game to Northern Iowa, ending that massive win streak. But, still in line to win their fourth straight national title. They are not ranked number one because of the loss. But one of the couple of teams ahead of them is losing right now. The only undefeated team, I believe, left in the FCS, if I'm correct, official, that can go to the playoffs anyway. That is Coastal Carolina, and Liberty has just taken the lead on them and trying to win their share of that conference title. But Liberty up 15-14 with 120 to go on that, so that's pretty cool. Happy about that. Very happy about that. We got to get moved up there. Another one of the top teams out there, Jacksonville State leading Southeast Missouri State 28-10, and I know New Hampshire was playing as well. They are kind of co-number ones with Coastal Carolina right now. Where's that game? I'm just looking for it. I know they were playing Maine today, which is their big rivalry game up there. So hopefully rooting for the Maine Black Bears. And of course, top 25 action. This crazy playoff stuff going on with Mississippi State still in the top 4, despite having beaten nobody outside of the conference and played one of the worst. When you look at that, one of the worst schedules you could possibly imagine. I mean, it's miserable, and they are still ahead of 2 teams leading a conference. Unbelievable. But let me get my top 25 up here for you real quick. As always, like to get to talk a little football while we have some time. Number 3, Florida State up on Boston College, 7-3 at the moment. At least that's the last report we got. Arizona State, who blew their shot at the national title, they are trying to not lose to the state teams again, as they lost to Oregon State last week, and lead Washington State by 7 right now. Some of the bigger games going on, and not too much else happened in top 25 at the moment. And of course, the SEC teams, it's vacation week for them. But a miserable schedule for them this week. That's unbelievable. Playing those kind of teams this late in the season is just stupid. Ohio State did beat Indiana 42-27, so they keep their national championship hopes alive. Michigan State 45-3. Georgia trying to win their conference, come back and maybe win that division title, but they're going to need some help from Missouri losing. But they win 55-9 on Charleston Southern today. Minnesota comes back and beats Nebraska. Good for the Gophers. That's exciting. And Kansas State managed to hang on to and beat West Virginia. So that's where the college footy football, as my wife likes to say, stands. And, of course, more big games to come this afternoon. So you can keep an eye on that. Of course, if you're down here at Seminole Hard Rock, you're going to be able to watch all these games. We've got the big screens going on for any sporting event that you need. So you make sure you come on down and play some poker and watch some TV, too. Oh, there's Ole Miss, by the way, losing to Arkansas. Just saw that one, too. SEC. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Anything else? Not too many more updates coming at you from here at Seminole Hard Rock. But we can say right now that the registration is closed for Flight 1. For Flight E, Day 1E, 9E, whatever the hell it's going to be called. 303 entrants in this flight. Currently 180 players remaining here on Level 9. Actually, we've gone to Level 10, pardon me. So Level 10 is on the big board. And actually down to 171. The clock right in front of me is frozen at the moment. But it's looking like 3:03 get into this flight. So the guarantee snapped on that, and it's all gravy from here with the rest of today and the last flight. So should be a great time. Come on down. You're going to have a chance to win some big money. Big money. All right, and I think we're good. I do want to mention real quick a few housekeeping items before we sign off here for you. We, of course, want to thank all of our great sponsors of the show, and they have some great deals. I want you to go and get on these sites and spend some money. It's Christmas time, Black Friday coming up next week, so, don't screw around. Take care of the poker fan and your family. We've got, of course, our good friends at PokerShop.com. Man, they got everything you need. Cards, supplies, chips, those cute little caddy tables, poker tables, stuff for, mini bars, the whole thing. Check it out at PokerShop.com. You're going to get 10% off with the code Hoke. ABC Chinese Poker, a great app, and, we're pretty excited to be working with those guys. And actually, I finally got the app downloaded, a little password issue on my phone, but I now have that ABC Chinese Poker app on my phone, and if you want to play some open-faced Chinese poker, download it now. Just go to abcchinesepoker.com, or you can go on your smartphone and pick it up Just search ABC Chinese Poker. Hey, Poker Night in America, of course, on Sunday nights, 10 p.m., back-to-back episodes playing for you there. Go to pokernight.com, and you can see what's going on with the team. And, of course, they're going to be taping down here live, and we're looking forward to working with Poker Night in America for a while. Should be a great relationship there. Blind Squirrel Apparel, we got 20% off for you with the code Hoke. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel. Great stuff there, man, for the gambler. And you take a look. Our good friends at BlueRail.net, how far do you want to go? They build websites, and they are a dream come true. By the way, Al Can't Hang walking by again, and I'd love to know what that confab was. You had a little confab there. You guys just all disappeared. Oh. Gotcha. All right. So it had nothing to do with me. I was not necessary at all. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I already did that. All right. So guys, make sure you go to BlueRail.net for all your website concerns, needs, builds. I mean, they'll do anything for you. Bob is a miracle worker. Give him a call at 522-820-5128. The Poker Tilt book from Dutch Boyd. It is the poker book you can't put down. Check it out at pokertilt.com. Available there. Amazon, Kindle, whatever you need, they got it. Just pick it up at pokertilt.com. We also have our good friends at Nevada Poker League. $50,000 cash and prizes, all for you. Just come out. If you're in Las Vegas, you can hit any one of their great locations. And they have some fantastic places that they play at. So check it out at NevadaPokerLeague.com. And, of course, the Grindettes. Go to Grindettes.com. Check out the great ladies of poker. Superstar team there. We'll see Jamie Kerstetter on this taping of Poker Night in America. Jen Shahadi was on the one that was just taped at Rivers. Unfortunately, Katie Stone, back injury at a bulging disc, or if I remember correctly, and she is out of action. So she was going to play on the show, but I'm sure she'll get another shot at it down the road. All right. So that's going to do it for us, I believe, today. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We'll be back here live and it'll be day 2 of this $500,000 guarantee event 9. So somebody's going to be walking out here with some big bucks. Should be a good one. So I want to thank you all for being with us, and thank Lynn Bennett for being on the show, and, of course, Eric Harkin stopping by, and Natasha Barber. Good show. So that'll take care of it for the today. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll catch you next time.